good, Harrison HouseGuest? It's your girl, Mickey.
And I'm Stuart.
And today what we're going to be doing is a Q&A. These questions came from a video that we recently put up. We're talking about like next steps in poly and things like that. So, yeah, we're going to get to these questions. So, you want to just hop right in?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, first question says, what are some things you learned in that poly relationship that you thought was a good idea, like starting it, and that you realized were like complete deal breakers or bad ideas? It's a pretty good question.
It is a good question. For me, you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Honestly, in that last relationship, I feel like once we got to the poly, everybody saying we wanted to be in one relationship and all that, I feel like we moved way too fast.
I do too.
Like we was all in one household and everything like that, like way too fast. So that it was never really like it's weird, but it was never really like a get to know each other type of period. Like as far as living arrangements, as far as like, you know, what she liked to do in a household versus what you like to do, or you know what I'm saying. So moving in together too fast, I thought that was a good idea because we was in tune in the beginning, but the living arrangements, like that, if I could change anything early on, it would be that moving in that fast wasn't a good idea.
I think so. I mean, I can definitely agree with that. I think like when we first started out, we were living like right next door, like we literally shared a wall. And I felt like in the beginning, it was like, she just kind of like came to her house for like one night, and then I feel like it's just like she never left. So we didn't really have a lot of that, like you said, growing into see like, okay, even though we were friends ahead of time, it's like, okay, how do you do your house behind the scenes? Not just as me being a friend. I'm like, hey, I'm finna come over, I'll see you in 20 minutes. And like you got 20 minutes to get your house however you want it to be presented. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely that in the beginning. One thing for me is being friends in the beginning is good, but I definitely feel like you need time to build that relationship from friends to relationship.
Yeah.
So, the next question, and a lot of these questions are kind of like two-parters, just so you guys know. Also, before we go into question number 2, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. Set that in there. So the next question says, Will you take us along during your dating journey?
What you think?
I would say if it was someone that we were starting to get serious and things about, and we really were starting to build that, then I would say yes. Obviously, we would have to make sure that whoever the person is, like we're really serious about them as far as to start bringing them along, making sure obviously they're going to be comfortable in front of a camera and doing all that kind of stuff too. So obviously we want to do YouTube. We want to record our journey and show you guys and share that with you. So obviously finding someone who's also okay with that and wants to do that is also something that we're going to be looking for and into. So I'm fine with it. I think it'd be very dope to see like where we were, what we built, how that transformed, and then if we go into another one, I think that'd be dope.
I think that's a question that it kind of ties into the last question too, but I just didn't think about it until right now. But as far as to answer the question first, taking y'all along on the journey, I'm not opposed to that whatsoever. Like you said, babe, like this is something that we want to show y'all. We want to show the world our poly journey and everything like that. But bringing somebody in, like it would have to be a comfortable situation for them as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, we dating somebody and then like we just pop out the camera like, hey, like we gotta upload this video.
Say what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So once that person is comfortable enough doing that and participating in that, then yeah, we would definitely bring y'all along. I mean, we probably would give like updates and stuff as they happen. Just we wouldn't have that person on camera until they were comfortable. You know.
Yeah.
But that was also one of the things where I feel like may not have been the best idea Because I feel like the idea of us being in this relationship, and we had plenty of discussions about poly relationships as far as like minorities go. You know what I'm saying? It's not excuse me. It's not a lot of representation out there. So we felt like we could be that voice. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think, and this is no shot at her at all, but I don't think that the YouTube thing is something that she 100% wanted to.
As in our ex.
Right. Okay. That she 100% wanted to do. So a lot of times I feel like it was almost like we was pushing that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wouldn't want
that to be the case moving forward.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So being more cognizant of that. Like, this is a dream that we have as far as like YouTube and showing you guys our journey. We done talked about doing a podcast. Like, it's a lot of stuff. Like, we really want to put this journey out there. We're not ashamed. Like, this is our life. It's a journey. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just making sure that that's something that our next spouse is fully on board with, I guess you could say.
I can agree with that. So next question says, where are y'all looking to move? Yes, we have a lot of places in mind. We haven't narrowed it down, I would say, to one specific place yet. We're still doing research because obviously we want to look at job markets, we want to look at schools, we want to look at house per house for the price kind of thing, neighborhoods and everything like that for the kids and everything. So places we have thought about, I guess we can throw out. We've thought about Arizona.
Arizona, Atlanta.
At one point we thought about moving back towards Chicago, not in the inner city, but closer than we are like now.
Surrounding cities, surrounding suburbs kind of thing. Yeah. We briefly talked about Texas, and Florida, but
those were very brief.
Yeah, very brief. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Texas seems like an attractive place to move, but I don't know. Like, I always second guess Texas whenever I think about it.
I mean, I think the number one spot that we're kind of thinking about right now is Arizona. That's going to be the biggest change for us, which is kind of what we've been thinking about doing, like a big change. So I guess that's something we can keep you guys posted on as far as what we decide. And maybe once we start going, because eventually once we pick our like top 2 places, we are going to start potentially trying to travel to these places to look at the surrounding areas, houses, and things like that. So maybe that's something we can bring you guys along for. So next question is, if we do have a new person in mind, is there a limit to like the children that we will accept? I don't necessarily say there's a limit. I would just say that I want to make sure that whoever the person is, like, they're comfortable around our kids and our kids are comfortable around them. And I would say vice versa. We would have to be comfortable with their kids and their kids comfortable around us and being able to build that bond. I don't necessarily think it's like, oh no, you got 3, you got to do it. Like, no.
No, so we all, like, everybody know, any, I guess, self-respecting adult understand kids didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be in the situations that their parents placed them in. So you can't be like, oh, well, you got 2 kids, or you got 3 or whatever, you know, that's too many. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I agree. I guess some people can. I just don't subscribe to that notion. If you in a relationship with somebody, if you married to somebody, then you do become married to their situation, their kids, their family, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's something that I don't shy away from. I want to get to know families. I want to get to know, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it just means bigger plates at their reunions. I can go to more of them. I'm sorry, I like barbecue. I digress. Okay.
But yeah, no, knowing kids is not really a deal breaker.
This kind of goes along with what we were mentioning before. Are we gonna move the new person in like right away? Are we gonna date from a distance kind of thing? I really feel like whoever the next person is, whether there's someone local or whether it's someone that we have a like distant relationship with, I definitely feel like before we do anything where we move in together or anything like that, we definitely make sure that we're all on the same page, make sure all the love is spread equally around, making sure the wants for every single person is there, trying our best to fix any little quote unquote bugs that are there before we do that. Just because at the end of the day, we do have children and we don't want to just be bringing people in and out of their lives.
Right.
That's not fair to them. It's not fair to us, and it's not fair for the person that may be coming in. So we definitely want to make sure like everything is leveled out and in a good order before we do any moving in.
Yeah, I completely agree with all of that. Like, we have been talking about getting into another relationship, but moving somebody in right away, I don't know. I just don't think. I think that'd be going down the same path over again. That'd be us like not learning from past mistakes. So you know what I'm saying? No, we wouldn't be moving somebody right in. That's just not.
Last question. Well, it is preference as far as physical features, race, career paths, etc.
It's career. Honestly, you just gotta be driven. To be honest, like just be ambitious with yours. Like, if you want to work a 9 to 5, I'm not gonna judge a person off of that because we currently work a 9 to 5. Our goal and our dream is to not have to do that. We want to be business owners. We want to do YouTube. So just because if you don't want to do those things, that's like, no, it's not like, oh, I can't mess with you then. But if you're gonna, work a job or whatever, just be driven, be ambitious with that.
Be more for the top, not just where you are.
Yeah. So, just to want more for yourself. That's all. As far as a career, just want more and actually do things to strive to get that. That's all I would ever ask as far as a career. As far as a race, I gotta be honest, like, and I hope don't nobody, feel the type of way, but I am more attracted to the melanated people, I guess you could say. I do like black and brown, just to be completely honest. And I don't have nothing against nobody else, but like the things that my vision for what I'm trying to build as far as like being poly, like then that's what works for me. Physical features, I like women, to be honest. So I ain't like, I like women with a little bit more meat on their bones, like obviously. But other than that, man, no, I'm pretty fluid as far as that. Like, I'm not gonna judge nobody. I don't think I'm ugly by no means, but I ain't like no goddamn, perfect 10 either. So I'm not gonna try to hold somebody to some unrealistic standard. You know what I'm saying? So
I personally feel like I do like, I guess, the melanated black and brown. We have a lot of things that we're trying to build and work on, and I just really feel like having someone who can relate on a more personal level will help. As far as career path, like just be driven. If like you said, if you want to work that 9 to 5, that's fine. I personally feel like a 9 to 5 is fine, but unless I can get to a point where I can actually build up and I'm at the top of that food chain, so to speak, personally for me, it's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. But if you do, like you said, just be driven. Also, because we want to do so many things that are entrepreneurial, we want to make sure that whoever we are with wants to also build in those things, wants to, potentially help us flourish in those, because obviously we do want to be with someone that we can all and genuinely at the end of the day build with. We don't want to build separate.
Right, exactly.
Okay. As far as like physical features and things like that, I mean, someone obviously I'm attracted to, someone is attracted to me. I more so look at like our mental relatability. I look at our like emotional and things like that. I look at the physical, like don't get me wrong, but it's not the first thing I look at.
So, okay, let's be honest, because I feel like that's a lot of people think is physical. When you say physical features, it's like, what are you into, right? So, what are you into physically? Like, what do you normally like? What's your ideal? You know what I'm saying?
First thing for me is luscious lips, because I have really small lips. But that's someone that has luscious lips. I like eyes. I look at eyes. I got a lot of thighs. I got thighs. Really? So I like thighs. I don't have a whole lot of ass, but whatever you want to call it. But I like someone that has enough. I don't like a real stupid booty. Like, I don't want like you booty bumping me and you really hurt me because your ass is that big. Like, I don't want that kind of thing. But I don't know. Like, I like physical stuff, but to me it depends on the person as well. Because how their attitude is and how they carry themselves, that makes me more attracted to their physical.
Right.
So yeah.
All right, y'all. So, goddamn camera died.
So, I mean, what about you? Your physical?
Me personally, I am an ass man. I don't hide behind it. I don't shy away from it.
You are
I am an ass man through and through. I like legs for the most part. If you want to be more general, I like legs.
I got those.
I
got the legs.
But I do. I like thick thighs. I like, wide hips. I want, you ever see them girls that, you know what I'm saying, they hips is, you be like, God, and from the front, you be like, I know she's slugging, man. And then you look behind her, you be like, oh, well, damn. Didn't come outside today, huh? All right. But no, I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm an ass man, like physical. That's my favorite physical feature of a woman. I'm real big on call me what you want, say what you want, judge me. I don't really give a damn. But I also like pretty feet. I love a woman that take care of her feet.
He definitely do.
But yeah. Breasts, I can appreciate the breasts, I do, but I'm not really judgmental. Big, small, I really don't, you know what I'm saying?
Don't say small, because, there's some people out here with some woo.
I mean, I don't want you to have a chest like my little brother. I ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not judging you for that either. Like, that's not a deal breaker for me, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but I don't know, just to piggyback off what you were saying, like, personality definitely has to match. Like, you can't be gorgeous on the outside and fucking Walking Dead on the inside, you know what I'm saying? But the first thing you always look at when you looking at somebody for a perspective, whether you just trying to sleep with them, whether you trying to be with them, whatever the case may be, you look at how they look. Like,
that's
physical
true.
attraction
That's
is first.
That's true.
So it's definitely important. But yeah, that's what I like physically. Oh, I was trying to say, like skin tone, like, you know what I'm saying, complexion. When I was a shorty, like, it had to be somebody that was light skinned. It had to be a light skinned woman. I don't know why I was obsessed with light skinned women. But y'all see my wife is not light skinned at all, so
I'm chocolate.
I came to my senses, I guess you could say.
Yes, you.
I ain't gonna say came to my senses, but I matured.
I turned them on to something different. How about that?
I realized how much I like chocolate. Yeah.
So
we did have one more.
Yep, one more. This is from one of our subscribers. It says, I love you guys and I always wanted to do poly, but I can't find somebody who wants to join. Can you give some advice?
Well, first thing, I don't know if you mean like you in a relationship and y'all are looking for someone to join your relationship, or if you are seeking a couple to join. But nevertheless, my biggest advice that I would give to you is to be yourself. Like, remain true to yourself. Anybody that you get in a relationship with, anybody that you bring into your relationship, they should like you for you. Yeah. Like, they shouldn't be expecting you to change and be something that you're not, or, you know what I'm saying, change to fit what they got going on, or what they, you know what I'm saying. They should want to be with you because you are you. You know what I'm saying? That's your value. That's your worth. Like, you are good enough. You know what I'm saying? So, just for me, that'd be the biggest thing. Like, remember that you are good enough. Remember that you are fucking amazing the way you are. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we don't all have some room to grow, but you shouldn't really have to change the core of who you are for somebody.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I would say be yourself. If it's certain things that you know you're really seeking in partners, make sure you let that be known. If it's like certain principles and goals that you have, make sure you put that out in the forefront. That way they know. That way, you know, down the line, there's no chance of, oh, I didn't know that you felt that way, or I didn't know that was important to you, and things like that. So put that out there in the beginning. If you stay true to yourself, if it's meant for you, it's always going to find you. Just like you're looking for them, they're probably looking for you.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? So, and you really have to find the person for you. Just because this person, oh, I'm poly and I do this, I do that, doesn't necessarily mean they may be the right fit for you. Everyone kind of does their own version, so to speak, to poly. There's different layers to it. So you really have to find the person or persons that are on that same level as you and want to build from there.
Yeah, definitely. Random piece of advice for everybody. And again, I ain't no expert. I'm no know-it-all. But one thing I do know, if you're going to be in a relationship where you with somebody, or you and your spouse is with somebody, or you joining somebody, we all human beings, right? We all got to eat. Right?
That's true.
We got to eat to live. Make sure you tell these people how you like your food. Just make sure that they know how you like your food to be prepared. I'm not saying don't be open to new things, but don't put yourself in a real awkward situation. You sitting at a dinner table with somebody and you chewing a steak that is fucking tougher than a new Gucci belt. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to do that. If that's what you into, fine. You know what I'm saying? When you eating fried chicken, like if you want your chicken fried hard, you might want to let them know that, because what if they some soft chicken eating people? Like if they, you know, KFC type of people. You know what I'm saying?
And you sitting here talking about me.
I'm not talking about you, baby. I'm just saying, like.
Because you mentioned hard chicken and soft chicken. I don't like all that crunchy hard ass chicken. I don't have the teeth for it. It hurts. I don't want it.
But I'm saying though, that's something me and you had to discuss. We had to learn that about each
Right,
other,
that's
right?
true.
So like when we cook dinner, I take your chicken out the pot. You know what I'm saying? A couple minutes before I take mine out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So would it be like if we first got together and I made chicken for you and you didn't let me know that, but you sitting there, I gave you this crunchy ass piece of chicken and your gums bleeding and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I like smothered chicken sometimes.
I cannot texturally. I cannot eat smothered chicken. I refuse. If you want to watch me throw up, then of course you can give me some.
So I make me smothered chicken, and I don't smother you.
Yeah, I don't do that. Now you can put my gravy on the side all you want, but don't cook my damn chicken until it's soft and no. But yeah, you know, but that's a whole nother video. We can go but. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna be with somebody, make sure you let it be known how you like your food. Some people like their eggs soft. Some people like their eggs firm. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let it be known. Some people like, you got them goddamn people who like sugar in their rice and grits and shit. I don't understand that. But, you know, they out here. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you can't love them. You gotta talk to these people sometimes. Let them know. I'm not with that funny shit, all right?
You stupid.
But, you know, it's all good. Love people for more than how they eat their food, but you know, it's important, you know. But yeah.
Well, guys, that's gonna end this Q&A video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the Harrison House, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can become part of the Harrison House guest.
Gang.
We love you guys. In the meantime, in between time, peace.